Champa was a collection of independent Cham polities that extended across the coast of what is present-day central and southern Vietnam, from approximately the 2nd century of the Common Era until 1832. The history of Champa is based on the combined evidence of the epigraphic record, the Chinese and Vietnamese annals, the Cham language manuscripts, and the accounts of Western and Arab seafarers. It was long believed that Champa was confined to the seaboard plains of the South China Sea, but it is now known that it also included the high plateau to the west of the region. For almost 200 years, from the 8th century onwards, Champa achieved its maximum geographical extent. At this time, Champa pursued close relations with neighboring states, especially China, to which it continued to send vassal tribute and ambassadors, while developing economic and religious links. Unfortunately, scarcely 50 Champa monuments have even partially survived the ravages of time, and of these, some were to succumb to the bombs of the 1960s. Mahayana Buddhism is considered to have reached Champa through monks who would put into port along the coast on their way from China to India. Mahayana Buddhism flourished in the 8th and 9th centuries when the Dongduong monastery complex was built. Pedestals and altars figure abundantly in Cham sculpture. They are the essential link between the deity and the shrine, and in the art of Champa they take on an importance which is not seen elsewhere, both in their dimensions and in the themes they illustrate. Their sculptural decor, whether of animated scenes or of pure ornament, is generally agreed to be among the finest achievements of Cham art. This is the altar of the main shrine at Dongduong and has been reassembled in the Da Nang Museum. It is comprised of 3 elements: a reredos against the west wall, whose surviving fragments show Indian influence, particularly that of Pala art; a large pedestal adorned with narrative panels, most of which have survived; 3 stairways, to the north, east, and south, providing access to the platform, which had plinths for a group of statues, all of which have vanished; a small pedestal on top of the larger one, which probably housed a small bronze divinity. This particular panel of the pedestal has given rise to various interpretations and shows an attack by 3 platoons of foot soldiers in battle order. This sandstone pedestal is dated to around the 10th century of the Common Era. Its circular upper register occurs extremely rarely in Khmer art of the period and is directly borrowed from Indian tradition. Moreover, beneath the monumental linga and its ablutionary cistern, there was formerly a circular middle register carved with a continuous sequence of motifs in the shape of female breasts. This part has now been removed, but it was the first appearance of an extraordinary decorative device, which was subsequently to be a standard element in Cham art after the 10th century. The square base of the pedestal is adorned with lions at each corner and carved on all 4 faces with frieze figures, about 15 centimeters high, which are elegant examples of a high classical style. This 12th century pedestal illustrates one of Cham sculpture's most original motifs, apparently not found elsewhere, either in India, at least in this shape, or in Southeast Asia. And this is what was missing in the previous sculpture as well. This was the female breast motif, often carved in rows of 7, 9, or as in this case, 10. While it would be difficult to classify this particular shape as merely decorative, its meaning has not yet been convincingly explained.